welcome one and welcome all. Welcome back to the Breakthrough You podcast. I'm your host, Coach Molly from Three Pines Leadership, and thank you for spending this part of your day with me here on the podcast. Well, those of you who are new, welcome. This is Breakthrough You podcast, where I give you very easy to follow baby step challenges every week so that if you start following the challenges, building them one on top of another, you're going to see drastic changes in your life from where you are right now to where you could be in a year from now. I promise you. Even if you just take one of these challenges and repeat it over and over and over again every single week, you will see massive change. But if you're one of our veterans and you come back week after week after week after week and you start building these challenges one on top of another, you're going to start laying down the foundation to what I like to call the yellow brick road to success. Each of these challenges, each of these learning moments that you have during the week are going to be those bricks in that yellow brick road. It's not hard. I've purposely made these as simple and easy to follow as possible because I don't like to work very hard on things. I like things to be easy, so that's why I've put these together so that you have something easy to follow. All you have to do is do the little challenges. They're designed to take 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes out of your day. So do them. We talk about setting goals in 3 different areas of our lives, in our health, our wealth, and our relationships. Today's challenge is pretty specific to our wealth people, to the people who are looking at increasing their savings, having more money in the bank, and being able to use that to create the success that they have been planning and they have been setting their goals for in their life. So today's challenge, this week's challenge, baby steps as usual, my friends. This week's challenge is to start saving automatically. And what this means is that we have to start thinking about our income differently. Many people make the common mistake of telling themselves that they'll save whatever money is left over at the end of the month after they've paid their bills, etc., etc. Of course, there's never seems to be anything left to save, right? We've always got too many bills, too many expenses, and maybe we're saving $5, $10, $20 at the end of the month. Yes, of course, that $20 at the end of every month is going to rack up by the end of the year. Don't get me wrong about that, but I'm trying to give you little challenges that are going to make massive change. So I want you to start making the habit of doing the complete opposite of that. The idea of saving to the end of the month and then putting in the savings account whatever's left over, I want you to switch that on its head. Do the opposite of that. Save first, then spend your money for the month. So take the money out of your paycheck, and I want you to save it before you can spend any of it. So you can't spend what you don't already have. See that? So there's a bunch of different ways that you can go about doing this. So let's talk about a few of them. You can manually take money out of your checkings account and put it into a separate account. Very common. You can also have your employer split your paycheck and send part of it to a separate account. Or you can set up automatic transfers with your bank or your credit union. So go into your bank, talk to them about that. But what they can do is say every time you have a deposit from your bank or from your paycheck, they can take X number of dollars and put it into a savings account. Or you can even do little savings by having automatic payments done from your bank every time you use your debit card. So there was one promotion that was going on at a bank that I was at a few years ago, where every time you use your debit card, you had the ability to round that up to the nearest $1 or $5, and that money would be automatically saved. And it was a fantastic incentive for young people, that's for sure. So I remember when I was a teenager, I bought into that once. And every time I'd go to the movies, it would be like $5.50 or something, and it would round up to the nearest dollar for me. So I would, every time I went to the movies, long story short, I would end up saving 50 cents into my savings account, which also has a little bit more interest on it than your checkings account, right? So think about the way that you have set up to save. Are you of the mentality that savings happen after we pay all the bills? Or are you of the mentality that saving is an essential part of our income? I like to be in that second realm. So what I do personally is when I have money that comes in, I have a list of the bills that need to be paid, and one of those bills is my savings account. So I'm not allowed any cash in my pocket until I've paid all of my bills and put money into my savings account. Very simple. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. This has been the Breakthrough You podcast. I will see you again next week. I'm Coach Molly from Three Pines Leadership. Do your homework, my friends. I will see you again next week. Until then, remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other.